today we are here to inform you happy news. This Saturday and Sunday you won't have any class. Are you happy? Because you were trying a lot all this week with entire class, but this week, these 2 days, you'll be free. Same time, we request you to spare 2 minutes with us this entire day. I think we will have a special class today to sharpen your language. So which topic we will start first?
Definitely, sir. As it is a day for enjoyment, we are not going to give them something serious, but anyway, there's something relevant for them in their career. That would be fine, I think. And the topic that we can select for them today can be self-introduction.
Oh, that would be a great idea. Because for every matter, even we go for a new school or for a new job, we need it, is it?
Of course, sir.
Always we say the best impression we get from the first impression only. So to make a first impression, I think almost a first question. So which was the first question you faced for your interview?
Of course, it is say something about you. That's what we usually listen to whenever we attend an interview.
Exactly so. We attempt an interview. Whenever we talk with a stranger, we have to talk about ourselves. Maybe we think, I know many students of you are very good at speaking English. Same time, we have to make it professional. So we don't forget many things. So we should make it in a great frame. That communicative English will be very good at that time. So let's start with an introduction. How to introduce ourselves. That should be the topic today.
Of course, we are offering you a few points by following which you can make it professional way. That would be very great help for you to shine yourself in front of others and to for the betterment of your career in your future and so on. Anyway,
so before going to the core point, just let's give an introduction about the introduction itself.
Of course, that would be a fine idea.
There are two kind of introduction. One will be formal one. Formal means, sir?
So for formal, there's something that we face when we attend an interview for a job interview or something like that. It is said to be formal, right, sir?
So yeah, it's good. So informal means something when we talk with the person. So for example, we talk informal or to a friends, then we don't have to make a frame or anything professional, but it will be a casual talking, is it?
Yes.
So there is nothing in that one. Whenever you make a casual talking or formal one, you should know certain things. Let's go through that, sir.
Of course, that will be fine, sir.
So look, a good self-introduction includes, go to the first point, biodata. Is it clear?
Of
biodata. So what biodata includes, sir? So let's come to the next point.
Yes, here you can see when you start with your self-introduction, the first and foremost thing we should have to mention is our name, our place, family, and occupation details, right? If
here you can see a paragraph like how to say all these four things. Already Shafi sir told us about the name, place, family, occupation, etc. Look at this. Like for example, my name is Abdurrauf. I come from Melator. If I talk about my family, it consists of 10 members and my father works as a teacher. So that should be a fine example, sir, is it?
Of course, we all know these things and we all share these things with our friends too. But when we make it in a professional way, it makes a better impression on you, right?
So let's go to the second point of the day.
Yes, of course.
That will be good. A good self-introduction includes
education. Your introduction about education. What is your educational qualification? Especially this one comes when we attend in a professional interviews. I mean, interviews for job interviews like that. Then only we need to talk more about our education. So when we talk about our education, the courses that we have completed and the institution where we have done and your achievements like in professional ways, all these things we mentioned.
In case of students, maybe you are not working or you have not finished MA or BSc or anything, maybe you are studying in plus 2. So when you talk to your friends, you can tell that I am a student of higher secondary, I am a student of ideal higher secondary. That's fine. Also, that's your qualification. And you must have finished your UP and high school. That's also you can talk. That's your educational qualification. So let's, for an example, is it? So
Yes.
can you read it for them? I think that would be good.
Yeah, you can see here on the board, I completed my graduation in English language and literature from Calicut University, and I have completed my PG from Annamalai University, and currently I am doing my B.Ed in this university and this, right? Like this, you can say what are you doing at present. Till then, you can say in your educational matters.
Anyway, one thing you should be in mind, when you introduce yourself, you must say your educational qualification. So let's move to the next point.
Yes, of course, sir.
So a good self-introduction includes goal or objective means your dream. Maybe as students studying it, because this is a turning point, you must have many dreams. For example, in my life, I had many dreams. And for everyone, there will be dream and objective goals. You should mention that because that would be a good criteria to evaluate you. For others, when you talk about your dream, objective, anything, people can understand what is your potential and your ability to dream and set a goal, is it? So when we talk about dream and goals, what are the points we have to include, sir?
Of course, when we attempt interviews, they check your abilities, as Sir said. If it is for a job purpose, then also we have to make this our comments about our ambition and our goals, right? Based on these your goals and ambitions, they evaluate what type of personality you have. So the points that you can include in your goal and ambition, you can talk about your career goals and academic goals and your short-term goals and long-term goals, etc. and etc.
So that will be there. So, last point is important. For a person, there would be long-term goals or short-term goals according to you. When you introduce yourself, you must tell us what are your goals. It may be short-term or long-term. So moving to the next point, we can see that. See, here is an example to show you how to say the goal. My ambition is to be a doctor, an engineer, or anything else,
Yes.
a chartered accountant. Especially many students from our school, ideal school, they wanted to be doctors, and I mean they got admission to the entrance batch, is it?
Yes.
So now I have realized that my skills and attitude is in perfect line with the needs of this profession. That's a
Yes,
very
sir.
good point, is it? So come, let's move to the next point. That would be good.
Yes, a good self-introduction includes experience and achievements too. So it is very helpful for the interviewer to know what are the experiences you have and what is your achievement. So based on this, they can evaluate are you the right person for that particular profession or the particular area. Can you shine and can you make it a better choice for your life?
And don't forget these 3 points when you talk about your achievements. Maybe you ask your students, maybe you think, what I have achieved in my life. Understand, as student, you have achieved a lot. Maybe you got first rank in your 8th standard. Maybe you got a talent exam. You must be a winner, ideal talent exam. As in ideal, we have many exams, many things here, many things to achieve in sports or amateur, anything. Everything is an achievement. So even in the mission or vision of the ideal is to make everyone an achiever. So a student in ideal must achieve something, is it? So when you talk about your achievements or experience, don't forget these 3 points. First one is professional experience, means something your job or any profession that you have done. And the second thing is ranks, like old age, ranks which you got in your, maybe in first standard, maybe you can say, I was the first rank holder in the first standard, like, and the third point comes achievements in art, sports, etc. are there. So I think Shakir, can you give them an example?
Of course, you can start like this. For example, I have 3 years of experience in teaching. In the case of a teacher can say this.
Sure, sure.
And unfortunately, I have no any experience. If you are fresh, you don't have any experience. You're just after completing your professional degree, you directly come to join to an institution. Then you are not going to have any experience. Then you can use terms like this. Unfortunately, I don't have any experience so far. This is my first institution I am attending. And otherwise, you can say I have got this and these many years experience. Things like that can be used.
And moving to the last point, when you introduce yourself, after giving your biodata, your experiences, and your ambition, goals, everything, don't forget to mention all these things. Your skills, abilities, strength, weakness. That all you have to mention. Because when you finish an introduction with including all this, it makes it beautiful. When you tell, so I have this much strength or this much abilities. So for example, look at these points. See, maybe your skills, interested areas. What would be that one? And second one,
Focus in studies.
in which
Right.
subject they are interested.
Yes, of course. And extra activities,
Yeah, maybe.
extracurricular
Oh,
activities.
we find many students in Ideal, they
Of
were
course.
very good at extracurricular activities like sports.
Yes.
Somebody who were very good singers,
Yes.
right? Do you remember some person who sing very
Of
well?
course they do, sir. And one important thing that you have to bear in mind when you say this, you should be truthful in that case.
Sure,
Right?
sir.
Especially in the case of professional cases, if you say something unreal and in the comic questions you may be flattened, you can't back up your arguments. So,
So, for an example, let me tell you how to express your abilities and weakness. I am excellent in classroom management. Maybe if I'm a teacher, I just come for an interview to the Ideal and tell, I'm very good at classroom management. Another thing, I'm interested in reading stories. Maybe many of you are interested in reading stories or anything else. So I'm interested in reading stories. So how to express your weakness, but I am not good in public speaking. Maybe somebody will not be good at speaking. In my case, I am not good at dancing. I am not good at singing. Like, so you can tell all those things. So I think we have finished many points. So coming to this point, sir.
yes, current project or status. So this one is also important only in the case of when we appear for a job interview.
Sure, sir.
If you are doing any kind of project at present or any other things, any other courses, you can mention that would be helpful for you for your professional growth.
So professional growth, or what you mean by this, when you're talking about your current project, see, what do you do now? Maybe as a student, you can tell, now I am studying in second year of higher secondary, and current condition, like what salary you are getting, is it, sir?
Yes, sir.
And the third one, ongoing work, and almost same, what you're going in your next project. So if you're going for, as an engineer, you're going to a company for an interview. So you're telling what would be your next project, next items, sir.
Yes.
So can you just give them a demo of project and experience, sir?
Yes, of course. You can say like, now I am writing a novel. So that's you're talking about your current status, right? And currently I am busy with this and this. I'm working with this institution and so. And so by saying this also, the based on the institution that you are working, they can evaluate what type of professional skills you have like this. And now I have joined there. Now I am searching for this job and job this, and I'm doing my graduation, things like that. What at present, what are you doing? That is your current status.
So that are the points to be mind. If you go back to the videos, you will get all the points in a row. And it's not about knowing many things and passing examination after studying self-introduction. We don't go to conduct any exam based on this. But it's all about your ability about speaking. So many students were asking me how to improve my speaking skill or communicating. What is the best way, sir?
Of course, there is only one shortcut way to improve one's language, sir. It is nothing but practice.
Practicing. That's exactly it. Speaking and practicing.
Yes.
So yes, you should be ready for an introduction of yourself. So what do you say that if we request our students to do a self-introduction from their own part,
Yeah.
can they do it now?
Of course, they will do, sir. They are very talented. I know we have come across, we have seen their abilities throughout these weeks in
Sure.
all their academic and other areas. So we expect they can do it in a better manner.
So get ready for a self-introduction. We expect this. When you finish this video, I told you in the beginning, Saturday and Sunday will be free, but spare 2 minutes for us, at least a 1 minute video just introducing yourself, including all these points. You have to make a self-introduction about yourself and send to us So at least we could know whether you study it or not, is
Yes,
it?
of course. As a part of enjoyment, it is just take it as a rejoice, enjoyment. Nothing burden. It is not going to be burden for you. So just make a video for 1 minute and send us.
Will be good, sir.
Yes.
So I think it's time to stop,
And
is it?
WhatsApp.
They can send through WhatsApp, is it?
Yes, of course.
Our number will be there in office. They will get it from there. So you can send it through a WhatsApp number. You can send to me or to Shafi sir. It will be good for us, and we can evaluate you. And if there are any mistake, if there is any mistake we find, we can correct that. So we can improve together, is it?
Yes, of course, sir.
So I think it's time to stop this class, is it?
Yes, sir.
So we believe you. You will do it. So with that trust, let's stop it, is
Yes.
it? Thank you for watching.
Thank you.